can use SkyDrive for storage if you want. If you use SkyDrive on your Windows 8 install, I recommend that you use SkyDrive on your Windows 8 preview. It's going to help you set up and share between your machines quite easily, so I'll use SkyDrive. If you don't have another machine or just don't want to bother with it, there's the option, don't use SkyDrive, and that's about it. And here we have the, we're setting up things for you, window. Checking for updates, don't turn off the PC. So if there are any updates over the internet. Now, one question that it might ask, it doesn't here because I'm wired, have a wired connection. On laptops, it will probably ask you for your Wi-Fi settings. So by using your Wi-Fi settings, you'll enter, simply click on your Wi-Fi network at your home and enter your key, your secret code for your router so that you connect to your Wi-Fi. And here it's checking for updates. So it's quite easy. Even someone that's not really tech savvy or really computer literate can actually install, in my opinion, this Windows 8 on an old computer. It's just so easy now to install Windows. It doesn't require, like in the past, we had to, in Windows XP, I remember going through installing Windows and then installing all these drivers and answering some weird cryptic questions where people just didn't know what that was. Starting, I would say, Windows 7, they really made the process of Windows install very, very simple. And it's even better in Windows 8. That is probably one of the great things of Windows 8 is the fact that everything is just so simple. Here, the install process of Windows 8.1 is still going on. It can take a few minutes. It can take a lot of minutes sometimes on this part, especially if you have a slow internet connection, because it might download from the internet some updates. So a slow internet connection will actually slow down your install at this point. So if you find that my install is going faster than yours, don't panic and don't think that it might not be working. It could be totally normal. I have a very fast internet connection here. If it's the first time you're ever installing a Windows in a computer, well, this is a great little fun project. And I think it's a great way to learn how to use your computers and get more, I would say that by doing this little project of installing Windows 8.1, even if you're not really sure, is a cool way of just learning more about computers and basically have yourself feel more confident. And here we are installing updates. So you see that Windows 8.1 already has updates. So probably some of the updates that will fix a few bugs and problems that they have already seen on it. Also downloading of some device drivers probably. At this point, you can actually remove your DVD from your drive, because the install is complete, so the DVD is not required. And everything now that Windows needs is coming out from the internet. Once again, we will choose Windows 8.1 Preview in the install window. In the, sorry, not the install window, but the login window. And that's cool because now you have two operating systems on a single machine. So if you don't want to use Windows 8.1, you go back to the other operating system. In my case, it's Windows 7. And so, and since this is a machine that I'm not alone using, well, you know, I'll be going into Windows 8.1, but other people will go into Windows 7. And now it's setting up the apps for you. And this is, once again, a few minutes. On what machine should you install Windows 8.1? The 32-bit version should work fairly easily as long as you have at least 1 gigabyte of RAM in your machine. I wouldn't even be surprised that it could work on a Pentium 4. I actually, the first installment of Windows 8 that they gave as a preview, I remember I installed it on my Windows 8, on my Pentium 4 machine, and it was actually working quite nicely. The key here is to have at least 1 gig of RAM. Of course, if you have a very old computer like a Pentium 4, it's not guaranteed though that Windows 8.1 can work, because it will depend on the hardware that you have on your computer. Your best shot, probably a dual core machine is a good shot at installing Windows 8.1. Most dual core machines should actually run it quite well. 1 gigabyte of RAM for the 32-bit version, at least 2 gigabyte of RAM on the 64-bit version. And it's surely going to work really well if it gets installed on a very recent Core i3, i5, or i7 machine, or AMD machines. If you take a look at our videos, keep in mind that I'll have a full review of Windows 8.1, what I think, what's new, what's great, what's not quite good. Everything is going to be online. So if you don't want to install it right now, you're looking at my videos and saying, well, maybe I'd like to, but I don't know. I'd like to see it before and what you think about it. Well, there's going to be a video, and I'll make a full review of Windows 8.1 on this official Windows 8 channel. And here we go. We are on the start screen of Windows 8. It's installed. It's working. All you have to do is now go through the computer and get used to it and see how it works. And here we have our desktop. Some of the apps might take a little time before. This is the being travel, sorry. The desktop is here. We have our desktop. And hey, we can see here that little start menu button that just got back from the dead, but what it does is actually it's bringing you to the start screen. A little bit like they were talking. It's not a start menu per se, so all the little apps are there. Really some nice little improvement here. I think this is cool. And so here we are. We are at the install of Windows 8.1. It was quite easy. If you follow my little tutorials on how to install it, where you should be here having your start menu and enjoying a cool Windows 8 for free. So if you were looking at the video before installing, well, you can see that it was quite easy. So you should try it and do a little dual boot. Will be nice. So if you enjoy our videos, click the subscribe button and you'll be informed when new videos are online. If you have any comments or questions on what you've seen, let us know. If you have a problem with your install, maybe something's wrong, if I can help you, I'll try to do the best. Unfortunately, lots and lots of the problems that could occur are not necessarily, I can't necessarily help you with. It depends on the type of problem. For example, my 64-bit version didn't want to install on any machine. There was nothing I could do. I tried everything and it just didn't want to install. So hopefully your install went as smoothly and as good as mine, and that you'll be enjoying your new Windows 8.1 computer. So thanks for watching, and hope you come back to the official Windows 8 channel. Bye-bye.